Hello, I'm Jalen. I am a mother of two beautiful children, a boy and a girl, and they both are whole and healthy. This is my first YouTube video, and I wanted to start it on something that was really important. I'm an activist, and that means that I am fighting to end routine infant circumcision. And to some people that seems really weird, that there are people actually discussing penises. That seems really weird. And it was really weird to me at first. But the more research I did, the more I learned, and the more I became against this. First of all, I wanted to go along some points that I hear all the time as an activist, and that is, the reasonings that people give for doing this to their children. And it's not because they're bad parents. It's not because they don't love their kids. It's because they're misinformed. Number one thing that people say is that it prevents STDs, and it's cleaner, and they don't want them to be different or feel different because the father is circumcised or the brother is circumcised or whatever, or my grandpa had to be circumcised as an adult, or my friend's 4-year-old had to be circumcised, and it's more painful, which isn't necessarily true. An infant has all the same nerve endings as an adult does, except they're more sensitive because they haven't had the time to desensitize. They're brand new and more sensitive. So first of all, my understanding is that safe sex, condoms, and not having sex with random people prevents STDs, right? That holds true for women. Put a condom on it, keep yourself safe, right? So why is it that we're cutting off 20,000 nerve endings of a little baby boy because there's a possibility that they might have unsafe sex? Why don't we teach them? Teach them to use condoms. Teach them to value themselves enough to not sleep with every single person around. Not saying that, promiscuous people are the only ones who get STDs. I know that that's not the case. But giving your kids those credentials and those things, educating them on those things, protect them from STDs, not cutting off a perfectly functioning part of their body, not altering them. It's cleaner. Okay. Please tell me which is cleaner. A penis that's not altered, that the foreskin is fused to the head, and all you gotta do is clean it like a finger. Bloop. That's it. Clean like a finger. Or a penis that has been altered and is now an open wound inside a diaper and gets covered with urine and feces. I don't know about you, but my son had explode poops. A little bit too much information, I'm sure, but come on, we're talking about penises here. Explode poops. And they would be all the way up to his belly button. All I had to do was take and wipe him like a finger. Imagine if, I can't even imagine if he was circumcised, what I would have to do, and the fear of infection. That's what causes infections. Or, okay, when they get older, yeah, you do have to retract the foreskin and clean underneath it. Retraction usually happens between, ages 3 in some boys or 18 in other boys. It just depends. It really just depends on the boy. So yeah, you have to clean underneath it. But doesn't the female parts need a little bit of extra care? I mean, I have a daughter, and I have to make sure that I get all the poop out and clean the crevices and, open up the, you know what I mean? I'm not really going to get into detail, but it's harder to clean female parts than it is to clean male parts. It really is. A foreskin, I don't have one, but from what I read, you just take it down, rinse with water. Too much soap on females is going to give you infections. Too much soap on males is going to give you infections. I just use water. And my son just uses water. And we've had no problems. And he's going to be 3. So that's what I really don't understand, that it's cleaner. It doesn't make any sense. If you take a shower and you clean yourself, you're going to stay clean. And if you do get an infection, then wouldn't you think that antibiotics and creams and things, the same things that are given to women, should be given to our boys? I mean, that just seems like common sense to me. Different. This one just makes me laugh. I know a woman who has 4 sons. 4. And her son was her husband is circumcised. So she circumcised her son, because back then, there wasn't so much information out there, and So she circumcised her son. She believed the myths. And then she circumcised her second son. Well, her second son almost died. Almost died. So she kept her last two sons intact. There was no penis comparison going on in that house. None. Believe me, I know. I was there. No penis comparison going on. I had no idea that 2 boys were circumcised and 2 boys were not. I had no idea. It doesn't happen. If you are comparing penises in your home, that's a little weird. It really is. It's just a little weird. So, another point, in the beginning of this, I said that I have 2 whole perfect children, a son and a daughter. In 1997, female circumcision was legal. Little girls were being chopped and cut apart, just like little boys. Type 1 circumcision is the same as Type 1 circumcision in females is the same as circumcision that is done in males. It's exactly the same. Why are we protecting our daughters but not our sons? Don't we love them the same? Why are we causing our sons unneeded pain? Because it really is unneeded. No medical organization in the world recommends routine infant circumcision. None. No medical organization in the world recommends it. And female circumcision is illegal. It's illegal. My challenge for you is to read all that you can. And those that say that they have done their research and they're still circumcising their sons didn't do their research. They didn't. Because if you actually did your research, then you would know that the percentage for a female getting an infection is higher than the percentage for a male getting an infection. But yet female circumcision is illegal, but male circumcision is legal. That doesn't make any sense. So, you would know that it isn't needed. So please do all the research you can. Start at www.foreric.com and educate yourself. Your sons deserve it.